Hello and welcome to Millennium Tech Talk. Today's Tech Talk is Basic Door Kit Training, and this is Session 2, Configuring Your Door Kit. My name is Damon Palmer, and I'll be your Millennium trainer for today. So how do we configure our door kit with Millennium Configurator? Well, we can do it in 4 easy steps. 1, make sure you have completed the Session 1 setup. Step 2, verify that you have received an email from Millennium. Step 3, install and run the Millennium Configurator. And finally, Step 4, configure the door kit for connection to Ultra. Well, let's go ahead and get started. Step 1, make sure you have completed the Session 1 setup. Well, from the last session, we have our kit here that we had set up and we're preparing for configuration. And I'll go ahead and zoom in on it so we can just do a brief review to make sure that we are all ready to go. After verifying that we had all the parts, we went ahead and connected both the Cat5 cable that you can see here and also the power cable that you can see here. And we got the power plugged in, and that we could verify that with a blinking light right here that the board is indeed receiving power. And then right above it here on the RJ45, if I turn the kit a little bit sideways here, then you can see right on top of the RJ45 connector that the light is flashing, which means it is attempting to communicate with the local area network. So we have a kit that is both powered up because of the blinking light, red light here, and also we have a connection that's ready and waiting to be configured because we have network chatter over the LAN connection here at the RJ45 connector. So if those are both true, then you are ready to move on to Step 2. Step 2, verify that you have received an email from Millennium. When you place your order with a PO through customer service sends a sales order over to Tech Services, and Tech Services goes ahead and implements your instance of Ultra Hosted and sends you an email with the parameters to log in, including the URL and various other information that you need, including 3 key pieces of information that we will need to go ahead and configure the door kit. And that includes the company name, the remote host, and the port ID. And in the next step, you'll see how these will be used in order to configure your kit. Step 3, install and run Millennium Configurator. Again, referring back to the Millennium Tech Services email, you'll see toward the bottom that there is a link for the Millennium Configuration utility. And I have it highlighted here in yellow. Go ahead and click on that link to download the configurator. And when you do so, go ahead and now go to your download folder. And you will see that the download folder now contains the Millennium Configuration tool. Next step, go ahead and right-click it and click Extract All. And then I like to pick a nice easy folder to find, which is just the C drive. So I'll just click on the C drive, hit Select Folder, and then hit Extract. And then it'll take a couple seconds to extract the files, and then it will open up in that folder. Right here, you can see that there is the file folder. So now if you go ahead and double click the Millennium Configuration folder, you will see just a couple files down right here, the Millennium Configurator, and that means everything is ready to go. So let's go ahead and create a shortcut for your desktop. So go ahead and right click on the desktop, hit New, and then Shortcut. And then we're going to go ahead and drill down to the PC, and then to your C drive, and then to the Millennium Configuration, and then right on Millennium Configurator. Click OK, and that'll put the path name right in there for you. Click Next, and then Millennium Configurator will be the name of the shortcut. Hit Finish, and then you'll see right there on your desktop there will be a Millennium Configurator icon ready to go. So let's go ahead and close these 2 folders, and then let's go ahead and open this. For the first time, you'll have to, well, just go ahead and double click it. When you first open the Millennium Configurator, it will be unrecognized, so just click on More Information, and then click Run Anyway. And then you'll notice that it's asking for a login and password. The login is admin, and the password is admin. So click into the login box and type in admin, and the password box, and also type in admin, all lowercase, admin, and then click OK. Go ahead and maximize the screen to keep your distractions to a minimum. And notice it's already out searching. It's already found a kit out there. So it's already highlighted. And if we look over here on the right, we can see the configuration information as it currently exists on that board. Now, you'll notice here that there is a MAC address as well as an IP address in brackets. Right now, the IP address is 0000, and we'll be changing that here in a few short minutes. But also note the MAC address, just to verify that we do indeed have our kit. So the MAC address of all Millennium products starts with the first 6 digits are all the same, 78324F. So for all Millennium products that have an IP connector on them, they will have a MAC address that starts with 78324F. The remaining 6 characters are unique to each individual door kit or controller board or any other IP device. And in our case, let's just look at the last 2 digits, which is 50, and then we'll go ahead and compare our kit and see if we are indeed on the right track. So let's go ahead and switch over to the video camera, and I've brought the camera in nice and tight on the 2-door controller. And if you look right in the center on the white tag, you'll see it's kind of vertical, but you can clearly see the 78324F that I just discussed, that all Millennium IP boards will start with those 6 characters. And then the final 6 characters are 000E50, and again that 50 on the end. And then if we take that into mind and now switch back to our Millennium configurator, you will see here in the upper right left corner here that this is indeed the same kit, 000E50. So you are now ready to move on to the next step. Step 4, configure the door kit for connection to Ultra. Now what I've done here is taken the screen and split it into 2, so you can see on the left the email from Millennium Tech Services, and then over on the right hand side you can see that the Millennium configurator is open and we are still selected on the same kit that we found earlier. So now we need to go ahead and fill in the information that we have on the email on the left and put it on the information on the right. Now on the far right here, up at the top, we can see that there is a port number there and it's currently set to 2200. And we're going to highlight that and type in 3121, just like on the email to the left. And we're going to go ahead and put in the remote host, which we have been given here is hosted5.mgiaccess.com. And then we need to keep coming down. And we have an owner name. In this case, we've been given a company ID or a company name of MGI Training. So we're going to go in here and wipe out the demo and put in MGI Training. And those are the 3 fields that we transfer over for the email. Now all we need to do is enable the board to get an address from your network now that it's been connected. And remember that we were seeing the packet lights blinking. So now we need to let the network go ahead and assign us an IP address. So we're going to change the DHCP enabled to yes. And then right below that, we're going to change the DNS also to yes. So that the network is now able to, the board is now saying, hey, give me an address. So go ahead and hit save. And that will lock in the information you already put in. And at the same time, it will send out a request for an IP address from your network. And you have to wait a couple seconds and see there it popped right in. So as we see, where we had 000, we now have an address of 10.0.0.235. And then of course the gateway filled in, and you notice the DNS routers are all filled in, 75, 75, 75. And those numbers will all vary depending on what network you were on. Once you have your address locked in, go ahead and we're going to change the yeses back to nos because we want those addresses to remain the same for the rest of the use of the board. So go ahead and change DHCP enabled to no, and then change DNS server to no, and then hit save again. And now you see that the addresses are bold and they're all ready to go. In the rare off chance that the ping enabled is set to no, go ahead and change that to yes. It comes from the factory by default, but every once in a while you just want to make sure that it's yes. That way you're able to ping this IP address and you'll be able to see whether your board is actually online and receiving communication. So that's a good diagnostic step. So just verify that that says yes. And then that really completes this step. The board is now ready to communicate with the Ultra software, and you are now ready to move on to session 3. Session 3 is connecting to Millennium Ultra hosted and logging in for the first time. If you have any questions about today's training, please email customercare@customerservice@mgiaccess.com. And again, my name is Damon Palmer, and I've been your Millennium trainer for today. I thank you for attending, and have a great day.